Alright, and our sponsor is Referox, which makes sim racing cockpits.
We're live.
Okay, we're live. Alright, can I go off and say hello?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Talking? Okay, here we go. Hello everybody, and welcome to the final race of the Potato Nation ACC Multi-Class Championship here at the world-renowned Suzuka circuit. My name is Stuart Grierson. I'm your commentator for this race. Joining me is my good friend and co-commentator, Stephen Mullen.
Hi guys, thanks for having me, and I'm looking forward to this race tonight. How's your thoughts on this race tonight, Stuart?
Yeah, it's definitely something to look forward to, especially when it comes to Suzuka, which is definitely a very famous circuit that has played host to many leagues in the past, including the Formula One Japanese Grand Prix hosted here every year.
Great stuff, and we're just in practice here. We have a couple of minutes left to practice, and then we'll go into our qualifying tonight. And this is a 35-minute race, and it's the last race of this season.
Yeah, you're right there, Stephen. It's the last race of the season, so there's all to play for there now in this in the last race of the Potato Nation ACC Championship.
Yeah, tonight's race is a 35-minute race, and we will be starting at sunset, and we will be finishing in the dark. So the guys will have a wee bit of work on their hands trying to figure out tyre pressures and seeing what works best for them. We'll start with higher pressures. As it gets colder, the tyre pressures will drop, and you will want to try and keep it in the optimum range for the entire race. So it could get dicey for a few of these drivers tonight.
Exactly. Let's not forget, he said these GT cars are definitely very susceptible to tire pressures. So it's definitely important for the drivers to make sure they have their tire pressures up to the optimum range.
Yeah, we'll have a good grid tonight on up for this race. It's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. Nigel and Jace, they'll be battling for the lead, I would say. On GT4, you've got Ryan Ware and Rochelle. I think they're joint in points in the league, so it all comes down to tonight's race in the GT4.
Yeah, if I recall here correctly, let me just get my championships. Oh.
Yeah, and there's 2 points in the GT3 as well. So Jace is on 426 points, and Nigel is on a 424. So this is a marvel. Oh, I'm actually goosebumps.
Yeah, it's going to be very close, as we see here in the top standings. Currently, it's the young man from California and Zolder winner Jason Merrick, who's leading by 2 points ahead of Nigel O'Brien from Wiz Motorsports. Third place is Alexander Mecklin, who's just over 50 or 80 points behind. And fourth place is Gunter DePaul alongside Patrick Kowalski, currently in fifth place in the championship.
Yeah, guys, and just letting you know, we are on YouTube as well. If you type in Potato Nation on YouTube, you'll get the race up on that, and you can come and say hello to us in the chat box and give you some shout out. We've got Lawrence watching at the minute. Hello Lawrence, how are you? And I hope you're looking forward to tonight's race.
Yeah, and looking at the we also do shout outs on this live stream, so come hang out, say hi. We'll give you a personal shout out on this live stream. So we know that we're watching you there in the chat box. So you're welcome to come along, say hi, anything like that, crack a few jokes, whatever you want to do. You're welcome to type away in the chat down below.
Indeed. And what's your thoughts on Suzuka as a circuit, Stuart?
Yeah. So Suzuka, it's definitely when it comes to F1 racing, this circuit has got plenty of action. Including the famous snake S turns and the spoon curve being my favorite parts of the track, especially the 130R, where if you're in the F1 car, you can pretty bad out in that track, which is honestly really exciting to do.
Oh, it's an unbelievable circuit. It's actually one of my favorite circuits. I don't necessarily enjoy it, but I just love driving it. Sector 1 is such a difficult sector. Like if you mess up one of the entries into one of those S's, like you can just destroy the rest of the sector, and you could easily lose half a second on it. But it's such a technical circuit, you know. You got to get every corner right.
Exactly. It's definitely very important to get these get the brake points correct on this circuit, because if you don't get it right, you'll compromise your lap time massively here. But not only that, not only has the Suzuka circuit played host to the Formula One Championship. It's also plays host to a Suzuka 8 Hours motorbike race alongside the GT World Challenge Asia Series hosted in the real world.
Yeah, 6 hours in a motorcycle, that'd be tough, wouldn't it? I don't know if I'm sure there's a couple of riders in each team there.
I mean, motorbike racing isn't much of my forte, as we're more four-wheel guys instead of two-wheel guys. we'll happily include motorbike racing because we're inclusive like that, aren't we, Stephen?
We are. We enjoy all sorts of stuff on the Potato Nation, and it's great fun. And yeah, there's season 2 of the Potato Nation GT4 multi-class, or not GT4 multi-class. Sorry, just the multi-class. This is the last race of the season, as I said, and there will be a new season starting, so everyone's more welcome to join, and it's all for a bit of crack as well, and we like to enjoy ourselves here at Potato Nation.
Exactly, yeah, we don't take ourselves very seriously here at Potato Nation. We always like to have a bit of crack here, and every time when we come on and do these commentary sessions, it's genuinely a pleasure to be here in the commentary box.
Yeah, so guys, if you're watching, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share the race if you just want to have a bit of fun.
And most importantly, let's give a shout out to our sponsor Referox, who makes sim racing cockpits for highly enthusiastic sim racers such as you and me, as we see an Aston Martin there driving around with that same sponsor right now. So a big huge shout out to the Dutch company, to Referox there, who are our main sponsors for this championship this year.
There's young Henry Cavill, or Canry have.
Are you having trouble pronouncing the name there, Stephen?
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah. Who's the guy? Is this the guy using the Referox livery on his ass?
No, it's just a YouTube chat there. Just giving a shout out there. Saying hello.
Okay, yeah. Hello to Canry Hevel there, who's typing on the live chat. Welcome aboard the live stream. We look forward to having you watching this race, and hopefully you enjoy it as much as we do.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Hands rubbing together. Let's get a look at the. Just as I said there, early pace here at the moment. He's got the fast lap in the practice session.
Yeah, as we see,
currently in the pit.
And as we see Nigel Grind there pulling to one side, it looks like he's probably had enough practice for today, and he's going to get ready for qualifying.
Yeah, I'd say the boys are just setting their car pressures here for the qualifying, and we're just on board now with John McDonald. No, I'm watching the YouTube stream. it's a bit delayed.
Yeah, I think we should be watching the stream on Discord here with it's watching Nigel Brian just there. As we see an Aston Martin there pulling out to the pits. I'm not sure who's driving that Aston Martin, but I'm sure we'll find out eventually with the race number.
So Henry Cavill is actually Simi. I didn't know that.
Oh, Henry Cavill is Simi?
Yeah. So Lawrence
sits there.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness me! I had no idea it was Simi himself, the race director for Potato Nation, who was also competing in this series this year.
He is.
Regardless, thank you for the commentary message. It's really a pleasure to have you stop by regardless. As we see Christopher there crashing into the barrier during practice.
Oh, hopefully there's not too many crashes tonight. It'll be good to see this GT4 race as well. Here we've got Evan Tate as well taking part tonight, as well as John McDonald.
Stephen Cole decided he's going to go spinning his Porsche into the barrier there, which is something you don't want to do during the race, but I suppose during practice it would be a different story.
I'd like to see that Porsche going through 130R. Anyway, it's a squeaky bum moment.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be definitely interesting.
Whoa! Back end of that thing.
Perhaps maybe Steven is not old enough to have his midlife crisis. That's why the Porsche is not handling well for him.
I don't know. He turned 40 there 3 weeks ago, I believe. Is it? Or being generous there, maybe he's a bit older than that. I'm not sure. But happy birthday 3 weeks ago to Stephen Graham.
Yeah, we'll joking aside though about the Porsche, about the midlife crisis comment. Happy birthday to you, Stephen Craw, if you're watching this stream. I hope you're enjoying yourself there today, man.
Yeah, I'd say he needs to get a bit of, what would you call it? Bit of diff preload added into that course there to keep it stable going through them fast sectors.
Yeah, true. And I also want to give a big, huge shout out to Andy Vandenberg, who's racing the McLaren there earlier on, and he's with the Feck Cancer logo on the side of his car. Genuine pleasure to, genuinely inspiring to see that.
Oh, fantastic.
On his car. It's really good to see the message about cancer awareness being spread out, including to ACC and across sim racing as a whole.
And any men out there that feel a bit down in the dumps or anything, or need a chat to somebody, just jump into our Discord, guys. Potato Nation, like we're a family here, and we enjoy having a chat, lads. And if anyone's going through any difficulties, don't be afraid to talk about it.
Yeah, look, we're all here. I mean, we'll happily talk about anything, including if it's a very sensitive topic. You know, we'll try and approach it in a more professional manner as well, when we're not on the stream, obviously.
And also a big shout out to Simran Tekar. I think he's turning 40 in a few weeks' time as well.
All right, well, either way, happy early birthday to Simran Tekar, who's going to be celebrating his 40th birthday in a couple of weeks' time. So there's definitely a lot of birthdays to celebrate here on this stream.
Anyway, back to the racing. So we're just about to go into qualifying here. We're just a few seconds away from that. So what's your predictions for qualifying, Stuart?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see, but I believe for my money it's going to be on Jason Merrick there to be in the top 5 today, because he's been showing quite a lot of pace here in Suzuka as well as in Zolder. So it'd be really interesting to see if he can be able to get into the top 5 and hopefully stay ahead of Nigel O'Brien to win the championship in GT3.
Oh, it'll be a tight race, and it'll be some intense racing up the front, and the heart rates will be skyrocketing. I'd love to see a heart rate monitor on around Ware and Jace Merrick, because these guys are really battling for the championships, GT4 and GT3. Guys, the GT4 championship is currently level at the minute, and so is the GT3 is 2 points in it, guys. GT4 480 and 480 is 1 and 2, and they're both joint 1 at the minute. So tonight's race actually decides the championship in GT4, and I would say it's the same in GT3 tonight. 2 points in it.
Yep, so Ryan Ware and Herbert Frushko has to stay ahead of one another in order to be guaranteed the championship title. But we have to consider Chris Willis as well. He could be in a chance to win the title in GT4 class if Ware and Frushko do something to mess up their race in this final race here in Suzuka.
Yeah, and we seen the last race at Bathurst, them guys were neck and neck throughout, and they actually went off track as well. So anything can happen when they're battling, and guys picking lines they're not used to. So that's all to play for. We're just about to go into qualifying now, guys.
Yeah, we're just about to start qualifying now here for the very last time here at Suzuka. The cars are now leaving the pit lane. So it's going to come down to this. Whoever gets on pole will have the best chance of winning the championship. Remember, we have to keep in mind here, Jace Merrick and Nigel O'Brien, they're closely contended. They're in close contention with each other. If either one of them gets ahead of each other during this qualifying session, they'll have a good chance of winning the championship, so long as they don't do anything to mess up their race.
Yeah, we're currently out with the GT3 cars. They'll be doing qualifying for the first 10 minutes, and then the second 10 minutes of qualifying will be the GT4 cars. So currently on board with Gunter DePaul here. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Gunter.
Yeah, I'm sure he won't mind if you botch up his name slightly. But here we see Gunter in the Wiz Motorsports at Mercedes, chasing down. I believe that's Jace Merrick in the Audi there ahead of him.
Yeah, he let him pass there. He just probably didn't want to hold Jace up as well. But Mercedes is probably one of the strongest tracks for the Mercedes at Suzuka. Yeah, it's quite nimble in the slower sectors, but also in the faster sectors as well. Attack your limits. We're on board with Steel Crown now.
Yeah, attack your limits as he lets an Aston Martin bite, which is I don't know if that's necessarily attacking the limits, but He's still trying nonetheless, though, Stephen Crawl is.
Yeah, and we're on board here with Stephen Crawl with a helmet cam. It's a bit like that F1 cam that Charles Leclerc wears. Oh, look at that bush, but that does not want to settle, does it?
No, it wasn't. I think as well that helmet cam view would be will be really cool if someone were racing in VR here in ACC. That would be really cool to have.
Here we go. Look, pretty stable for you there.
Yeah, he was going to fly out to the 130R. That's definitely a huge corner to get some huge amount of time there if you're brave enough through that corner.
Yeah, I think he can take more of that curve, but then I haven't drove the course, so I'm not sure what way it handles the curves. But a big shout out to Mac Attack. Stephen Kirk is racing in the crossbow tonight. Fair play to him.
Yep, it's the one and only Steve Kirk who's just said hello in the voice chat there. And if the championship standings are correct, I believe Stephen Kirk is well, I can't see him there on the championship standings.
Yeah, he's 9th.
He's 9th. Oh yeah, yeah, there he is. Yeah, he's currently running 9th in the championship, and separating him is Michael Nemzak.
Yeah, he can actually gain a few spots here tonight as well.
Yeah, it's possible. We could be looking at him getting past Luca Agostini for eighth in the championship.
Yeah, the Italian stallion Luca. He's missed a few races. Or has he?
I'm not sure. I mean, it's hard to say at least, but it looks like that if he has missed a few races, then Stephen Cook could be a chance to take 8th in the championship. That'd be definitely good to see from him.
See Bruno there on 130 points, but Bruno hasn't raced in a few days, like, or a few weeks or so. Or so there's plenty of spots to be gained.
Yeah, there's all to play for there in the final race here at Suzuka. And we see Nigel O'Brien now going through the snake asses there now. This is crucial there now. He has to get the time. He has to get these braking points absolutely correct to be in with a chance of taking the fight to Jace Merrick there for the last race to win the championship.
Yeah, the Honda NSX and its home country of Suzuka in Japan. It's a pretty quick car in a straight line, so he'll be hoping to get a good drive out of the spoon down and through 130R and down into the start finish where the NSX can really deliver on speed. But then again, Jason, the Audi, it's a quick car as well, so it's going to be a tight race. I can't call it.
Yeah, same here. I can't call either. I don't want to say too much either myself because I don't want to end up jinxing somebody's race here. But all I can say is that I imagine this race will be very close indeed. You see Christopher's Michael there going through the first two corners, heading towards the snake S's. Yeah,
and at the minute, with 5 minutes left of qualifying, Nigel hasn't really put in a good lap yet. You can see Patrick Namovsky is in second with Ian May in third. So Nigel's struggling here to get a lap in. He's only maybe 2 more laps to do it. Like, so he not want to go into a pit and waste another out lap. So
Jace Merrick is currently in P1 in the qualifying standings for the grid. So this is going to be very crucial there. Now, if Nigel Bryan can't deliver and he's finishing and he's going to start way down the grid, then Jace Merrick looks like he's going to have a big chance to win the championship here in Suzuka.
Yeah, if Nigel can't get off the mark pretty early on, Jace can pull away. I think it's curtains for the championship. But yeah, big shout out to Demo McMullen in the YouTube chat. Hello, how are you? His money's on Mr. May, which is a good shout. Mr. May back from a hiatus there. He was on holiday this week in Madeira in Portugal, which is a lovely island, and he's probably feeling fresh and raring to go as well.
And as we say that, while we're on the topic of being May, he's currently running in 6th place, just about 40 points behind Patrick Namovsky, and he looks like he'll have more competition coming from Bram Harmsen there, the Dutchman that's currently running in 6th place.
Yeah, and we have a lot of GT3. We haven't really talked about it much here. We've been chatting about the GT4, but yeah, Patrick Namovsky, you've got Gunther there, Ian May. The championship's pretty tight with those guys. Alex Milken sitting at 15th. I don't know if he's still having issues with his software or hardware, software. He was getting game crashes or something, so
Yeah, that's not.
hopefully he's got that sorted and can race tonight.
Yeah, it's not good to be in a position where your computer is giving you issues and you're not able to race tonight and fight for your position in the championship.
Yeah, Alex will be one of the quicker contenders for the league as well, so he's usually up around the top of the field, so he's sitting in third at the minute. I think he was leading at one stage there until he started getting issues, but hopefully he gets that solved and can put in a great performance tonight and finish strongly.
Yeah, hopefully soon enough he'll be able to put in a good position and put in a good performance for the race tonight. So as we see, Alexander Melkin is also using the Referox Aston Martin there, going through the Snake S's. He's currently running in P15 overall on the grid, so he needs to set a good lap there to get a chance to get ahead of the GT4s. And Andy Vandenberg has set a good lap time of. Well, I couldn't see that, to be honest, but he's currently running in P8 there at the moment, and hopefully he'll be able to maintain his momentum going into the race.
There we go. Nigel in with a big lap, and he's now in P2.
Oh, so that means it's gonna upset. Oh wait, Nigel O'Brien is in P2 now. So sorry, I thought we were talking about Mr. Main here for a second. No, yeah, as we see, Nigel O'Brien, he's finally got his act together, and he's in P2. So it looks like the two championship contenders are if things stay the way they are, we could be in for a dramatic start to the finish, start to the championship finale.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one now. DP has just pipped him the second.
Yeah, I just saw that on my screen there. Through the Paul there has split the two championship contenders. So that means the Wiz Motorsports car will be in P. Well, as I said, he's now P3 with Namovsky there now starting in second place on the grid for the race.
A chat from Demo here on the YouTube channel. He says, haha, tell Stuart he owes me a few stints from last night. I don't know what they're referring to there, but I thought he should have got pints. If he owes you a few pints, owes him a few pints from last night, maybe would have been more the...
Yeah, look, I don't want to talk about myself too much on this commentary box. I don't want to befool myself or anything like that. But he's referring to the 12-hour CB race that we did over on iRacing, where I had to pack up at about 2 o'clock in the morning because we were meant to start at my team, the team I was with. We were meant to start at 12 o'clock, but because of an issue we were only able to start at 4 o'clock. So that's why I had to get to bed at about 2 a.m. And Damo and the other guy, big shout to Eric Courier if he's watching the stream. They both finished off the rest of the race there while I was off getting my beauty sleep.
Oh, very good, very good. So back to this race anyway. So that's 10 minutes up on the qualifying. This might be the last lap for the GT3 cars, but anyway, it looks like Jace Merrick has the pole and Nigel is in P2, so Nigel was able to get another cracking lap in there. And Patrick Namovsky at third, Gunther fourth, Alex fifth, and Ema sixth, Stephen Krall seventh, and Christopher Michael in eighth, and Andy Vandenberg in ninth.
Yeah, so now the GT3 qualifying is over with. We now witness the GT4 quali. We're riding on board with Ryan Ware there now as I believe that is Bertonia in the Alpine behind him. So now we get to see how the GT4 cars do their stuff around Suzuka.
And this is going to be another tight race as well, so it'll be interesting. The GT4 cars obviously a bit slower. And it'll be interesting there to see where the GT3 cars will want to pass these guys, and there is a big number of straights, so you wouldn't want to get caught up in sector 1 behind a GT4 car because that would really damage your lap. But in sector 3 there's plenty of room to get past these GT4 cars, so it'll be interesting to see where these guys make their moves.
Yeah, timing will be crucial here for those GT3 cars to lap the GT4s and keep their momentum up to not destroy their lap times too much while having another car chase them down.
Indeed. And unfortunately, the race director has had a nightmare here. We're stuck on Alexander Milkin, while there's GT4 cars out in the back. Yeah,
and while we're on the subject of GT3s, it looks like Nigel O'Brien must have set the fastest lap. Did he set it just now, or was that just a few moments?
Oh, I don't know what way that works, because surely he'd be pulled then. But maybe it was because it was after the 10-minute mark.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You know, it must have been after the 10-minute mark, so I mean, there's definitely some really strange things happening here in this here in Potato Nation tonight. But here is Herbert Frost now, I believe, about to start his lap, or about to set his first flying lap of the day. And sorry, correction, they're about the GT4s now are about to start their first flying lap of the day.
Yeah, Herbert was doing plenty of practice earlier on today, and he was sitting around the 2-minute 12.5s. I didn't see what sort of times Ryan Ware was doing, but these guys are going to be battling really close. And yeah, Ryan in the Maserati, and Herbert in the Alpine.
Yeah, and it'll be definitely very close here in this GT4 class here. As we know already, the Brian Ware and Herbert Fosco, they're both tied on points going into the last race. So again, there'll be two championship championship deciding races that we'll have to keep an eye on. We'll have to keep an eye on this evening.
Indeed, and yeah, just coming up to the hairpin here now with Herbert. You want to get a good drive out here, because you're flat out here right round to the spoon, and if you don't get a good run out of the hairpin, it can cost you.
It can indeed. It'll cost drivers massively if you're not flat out all the way towards the spoon curve. As we see the Porsche of Chris Willis there now heading towards the spoon curve.
Yeah, tricky corner, because the car just wants to wash away from you in the front end, and then instead of this corner, it's just slightly off camber. As you can see, you can easily run wide, and you can lose vital tenths there, just because right now you want to be going flat out, big overtaking area if you get a good draft down this big straight here towards 130R, and then it's risk it all. How late do you go?
Yeah, as we see Chris Willis there now heading towards the 130R, about to complete his first flying lap alongside with Herbert Froschkel. So now we'll be looking forward to seeing what the lap times are like as they cross the line now towards the start-finish line.
Yeah, and the tires will just be coming up to temperature in the GT4s because they don't have tire warmers. So this next lap or two will be the key laps for them guys. There's still good lap times, like, but it'll be crucial. This is a really tricky corner in GT4. Car just wants to understeer right out of there.
And Chris Willis sets a lap time of 2:13.2 after that lap. So I'll be interested to see what Herbert Fosco's lap is like coming into the end of the second flying lap. But here is Stephen Kirk now coming with a 2:20.0. He's currently running in P14 behind John McDonald there. So there's lots to play for there in the GT4 category this evening.
Yep, coming in round turn 2 there, and he's just getting that KTM crossbow fired up. It's one rare looking car. What's your thoughts on it?
Well, I mean, I haven't driven the KTM myself, but I was talking to Stephen before the race, and he did say that he was struggling with the car. But I am hoping to see that he'll be able to make this car work here at Suzuka this evening and get a good performance out of it.
Yeah, it looked like he's getting a lot of understeer there. He's just not getting the rotation maybe he wants, and I'd say these GT4 cars, the setup is really key with them.
Yeah, is this like an inherent problem with the KTM, or is it just?
I'm not sure. I think it's just the GT4 thing in general. Just needs a bit of work and a bit of practice with it. You know, I haven't driven the the crossbow now, so I'm not sure how it drives. I've tried a few other GT4 cars now, but not the crossbow, unfortunately. So it'll be interesting now to see if any other guy takes it for next season.
Yeah.
The Ginetta is a great car in the corners and there's like the slower circuits, but faster circuits it's really lacking top end. So I was going to run that car, but I never got the chance. Just looking at the chat here, guys. Lawrence has said this race could get bloody. There is a lot on the line in this race. There could be a Schumacher incident, just straight into them, ruin the race.
Yeah, we could repeat that. We could have, or maybe we could have a an Abu Dhabi 2021 again, where a safety car comes out, backs the Sabbath pit for softs, and the next thing takes the lead at the third corner there, winning the championship on the final lap, mind you.
Well, Herbert P1 for the GT4 at the minute. It looks like Ranmore maybe struggling behind Chris Willis is in third at the minute in the GT4 section. And Demo has asked, "Oh my God, what is that?" I think he was referring to the KTM crossbow.
Yeah, I can imagine the look on the KTM Expo is definitely very unusual to some of the GT4 cars that we're personally used to seeing. It's like it's a whole new design, and it's not very close to some of the other.
Yeah, it sort of looks like a car from the late 80s, early 90s, doesn't it? You know, like the old MR2 sort of shape, boxy sort of look about it.
It sort of reminds me of one of those cars from that arcade racing game called Ridge Racer, I think it is. It has that distinct look to it.
Yeah, Lawrence is asking if his, not sure if my sound is stuttering or the stream sound. Maybe Demo or somebody could let us know about that if it's stuttering on Demo's end. Hopefully there's no issues tonight with the stream.
LD has
oh, great.
It's back to normal now. As we get a comment now from Damon McMullen, he says the KTM is ugly. Now that's definitely a very controversial opinion to have about a particular car.
Yeah, I'm sure a few KTM lovers out there. I was actually going to nearly buy a KTM motorcycle, but I'm glad it didn't. But that's a topic for another day. Anyway, back to the racing here. Qualifying, 1 minute left, and currently Froschel is in P1 with Willis in P2. Got into the last lap here, so all to play for you.
This is it, the last flying lap for these GT4s. So as we see, Chris Willis there now crossing the line with a 2:13.3, I believe. The screen is a bit blurry there, the lap time screen. But I believe it's a 2:13.3 he has set there just now. We see Willis there now going through the snake S's there, and this is going to be very crucial there now. He has to get these braking points absolutely correct here if he's going to be in with a good chance of upsetting Froschel there coming into the race.
And Lawrence with a comment there, the KTM is like a zone from Wish.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand.
Oh, he pushed that hard there.
Whoa, as I say that there, we see Willis there stepping the rear end out of that Porsche. So
he used every part of the track. He's missed the apex there, but it might be alright. He's pushing hard.
He's pushing like an animal there in that Porsche there, today in the Porsche for this qualifying session.
Coming into the hairpin here now, he just needs to throw it back around.
Yeah, just throw that Porsche around, and hopefully it'll give you the power of midlife crisis mobile that the Porsches possess. Heading down.
That's next off. That's the last lap now in qualifying. If you go off track, that's it. So coming down into the spoon for Chris Willis here. John McDonald's already in the pits. He's sitting fourth now in the grid.
I think he went beyond the white line slightly. Not sure. Him.
I'd say if he pulls over, no, he's still going, so he must be good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know if his lap time is invalidated now after that, after crossing the white lines, but we'll see. Into the casino section.
Take all in curb.
Take all the curb he can. Heading towards the start finish line. And this is crucial here now. Will Chris Willis get on top, get on P1 here, and and take first place. He stays where he is. Actually, no, he's still in second place with a 2-minute 12.8.
Yeah, so Froschel and Willis and Ware mightn't be too happy with himself there in the Maserati.
No, he won't, because it means then he'll have to fight to get back and get past Chris. Not only will he have to get past Froschel, now he have Chris Willis to deal with.
That's it. And Chris Willis sitting in third in the standing, so Chris might have a thing to say yet how this championship goes and who's going to win it. So, oh yeah, it's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good one indeed. So now we got 2 minutes and 20 seconds to the start of the race. A quick reminder of the starting grid. We have Chase America, the championship contention, one of the championship contenders, and Nigel O'Brien having the first row locked in. So it'll be definitely interesting to see how those two cars fight each other for one last time in order to clinch the title. Now Mosky is currently in third place with Gunnar DePaul in fourth. Alexander Melchin is in fifth place. May is sixth. Stephen Quall seventh. Christopher's Michael is in eighth, and Vandenbergen is in ninth. Alongside the GT4 class, it's Herbert Froschel starting in first place for the GT4s. Chris Willis is second. Ryan Ware third. John McDonald is fourth. Stephen Kirk is fifth, and rounding up with Evan Tate there in sixth place in the GT4 stand in the GT4 class.
Fantastic, with just over a minute before the race start, guys, and it'll be a short rolling start for these guys. Do you want to give us a reminder of this league sponsor?
Yeah, once again, a big shout out to Referox, the company based out in Holland that makes sim racing cockpits for sim racing enthusiasts, as well as hosting many sim racing centers in the Netherlands. If you're there in the Netherlands and you're nearby one, definitely pay them a visit. You'll definitely have a good time trying out their many state-of-the-art racing simulators there at their many locations in the Netherlands.
Great stuff, and this is going to be a cracking race, guys. Don't forget, we are currently streaming on YouTube, so come and say hello and drop us a message and we'll give you the shout out.
Yeah, and as I say that there,
20 seconds.
Stephen Kirk just posted in the chat saying that was terrible.
Yeah, as long as they get the elbows out.
Well, I mean, Stephen, if you are listening into this chat, I mean, you're not last, but you are holding fifth place in the GT4 grid. So I mean, you still have a chance to make up some places here, man.
Yeah, it's all to play for in the championship overall standings for Stephen Kirk.
And as we see, Herbert Froschel decide to be a fantastic idea to just go off to the.
Yeah, he must have had his steering wheel not centered when he got to start there. So here we go, guys, coming up to the casino here for the start of this final race at Suzuka.
This is it, everybody. This is it. The race that decides it all. The grand finale of the Potato Nation ACC Multi-Class Championship. Who will be GT3 winner? Will it be Jace Merrick or Nigel O'Brien? And who will win GT4? And who will win GT4 standings? Will it be Herbert Froschel or Chris Willis winning the GT4 crown? So here they go now.
Here we go, just coming down, rolling start. We're just about to get the green.
We're just about to get the green. The race will be underway.
Waiting for the green lights.
Green lights. Just waiting for it there now. And the race is going to be underway.
Green light. Go, go, go.
No! A good start there by Jace Merrick. He gets ahead of Nigel O'Brien. Heading towards the first corner. Jace Merrick gets ahead of Nigel O'Brien. There's been slight contact there coming into the first corner. But Jace Merrick holds his ground.
Oh.
And there's been contact there. Eme is taking out Stephen Quall. And that's this race over and done with. Well not necessarily. He's no, that's why he's screwed actually. But now he's going back, but now he's trying to get back there on the track. And I think Ian May there is trying to let. Yep, there he goes. Ian May has just let Stephen Crow pass. Great stuff. Great. No, actually, that was Alexander Mecklin. Actually, he's taken out.
Oh yeah.
Great stuff. Great sportsmanship there from Ian May, letting pass Alexander Mecklin. And now he's going to have a hard time trying to get past these GT4 cars to get back in contention.
And he's made short work of getting past Stephen Kirk there. Stephen Kirk probably just thought I'd just get out of these GT3 cars road here and just get back into business. There's Froskel off track there.
Froskel has gone off track there. That's going to give Ryan Ware the opportunity to get in front of him here. This is crucial now. Ryan Ware is trying to get the inside, but we're currently watching Alexander Mecklin. And now we see Evan Tate there now, just trailing behind Ian May.
I think Froskel has made a stick there down through the hairpin there. I seen Ryan Ware was pushing him, but he managed to keep her pinned in around the hairpin. Lap one, you wouldn't want to push too hard. The cold tires in these cars, so it's early days yet in this race.
Yeah, it's still early days. It's still early. We're still in the first 2 minutes of this race. There's still a lot to play for there now. Not only do we have the championship decider, but we also have lots of other positions up for grabs in the championship standings.
Yeah, and I just seen Ryan Ware was out wide there, so they're on board with Froskel now here.
Alexander Mecklin wastes no time with getting past Herbert Froskel, and Ian May is going to do the same thing, so Herbert will have to stay to the right here in order to let Ian May pass. There he goes, and Ian May is run off slightly wide here at the casino corners. So that means he's going to, and Froskel is currently trying to fight back against Ian May. I'm not sure why he'd do that when Ian May is not someone he's racing against.
Yeah, maybe Froskel was hoping Ian May could hold up Ryan Ware for him, but look at the size difference in that Alpine car. It looks tiny.
Yeah, I mean it looks like it looks very distinctive to its counterparts at Renault. I mean they're both French manufacturers after all.
Look at the size of the Maserati in the section from the heli cam here.
Yeah, it's
massive.
Yeah, it's a big Italian sports car against the little French
Renault.
As I like.
Just shows guys size does not matter.
Exactly.
That's how you drive it.
You're right there, Stephen. It's about how you drive the car.
Yeah, and we're currently on board here with Chris.
Chris Willis there now. It looks like Ryan Ware is coming out of his grasp, but he's doing okay as he is in P3 in his class. So there's still lots to play for here now. As if he finishes where he is right now, he'll be able to maintain his standing in the championship itself.
Yeah, Chris will just be looking to stay on these guys' heels as long as he can, and maybe these guys up front will do a bit of battling, and Chris will maybe nip in and steal a wee position or two. Yeah,
and as we just a big shout out to David McMullen, who's telling you, Stephen, to just stop.
No, this is so interesting, guys. Look at this battle here.
Yeah, and as we see Chris Willis there looking a bit squirmy coming into the smooth curve. But no, he's still holding it together there now. And we see Herbert Froskel there now starting to pull away from Ware. But now here's Nigel O'Brien, and Jason Merrick looks like he's pulled ahead. So it looks like Nigel O'Brien is starting to fall behind massively here to his teammate of Gunter DePaul. And Nemosky there looking to also get past DePaul.
Yeah, 5 minutes into the race, and it looks like Chase is absolutely certain on winning this championship. He is flying. He has put at least 2 or 3 seconds on Nigel O'Brien already within 3 laps.
Well, let's not say too much here now, because we don't want to say anything bad, and we don't want to say anything here and end up jinxing Jace Merrick's race and have the commentator's curse put on him there.
And here we go again with the GT4 class. This looks to be where it's at, guys. We've got Ryan Ware in the Maserati chasing down Herbert Froskel in the Alpine.
Froskel there now is looking to have to try and defend against his championship rival, Ryan Ware, coming into the S's. And
on board.
As we are right on board with Froskel there now, Ryan Ware has caught up massively there to him. He must have got some really serious extra speed out of one of the corners, but he's looking very strong here now through the S's.
It looks like Froskel missed his apex there coming in through the S's there, and looks like Ryan Ware got a good run out of it, and he's coming up to The Dagner curve here now.
Yeah, into Degner there now, and
Oh, fantastic corner. Ryan Ware there as well, and Chris Willis right on the tail as well.
Chris Willis just trying to stay with these two because he knows that no matter what happens now, if he stays where he is now, he will secure P3 in the GT4 Championship.
Yeah, and as you can see, the sun has set already, and it's coming into the evening time.
This is where temperatures are going to start dropping there now. Who has got their temperature, tire pressure set correctly? Who hasn't got their tire pressure set correctly? There's lots to play for here now in the next half an hour of racing.
Great shot there back towards Ryan Ware here, coming through the spoon, and it'll be looking to get a good slipstream coming up the straight in the 140, 130 hour here.
Oh, but Frostow's gone wide a bit there. That might cost him severely there, as we see. Ryan Ware starting to catch up the Frostow there massively there now. Will Ware be able to...
Look at the speed.
Look at the speed there from Ware there. It looks like...
Oh, he's got a run on him now.
It's going for the move now. Down by the outside of Kazan's triangle, but no, Ware decides to think better of it there now. And he's going to wait till later to try and take him.
Yeah, Herbert with the defensive line there, but he was able to get that done. He's got a good drive out of the casino there.
Vallenberg is now also fighting off against Ian May for 8th place in the GT3 in this GT3 class.
How good does that Aston Martin look? It looks quick through that section.
Yeah, that Aston Martin looks like it enjoys these S curves here and there here at Suzuka.
And fantastic JRS livery as well, JPS.
Yeah, and also a fantastic livery as well for Vallenberg with the Fed Cancer logo.
Oh, fantastic message to all.
Oh, as we say that there, Ian May trying to go down the inside of Vallenberg.
He's done again.
He's gone down the inside, and Ian May is going to go there side by side, coming towards the hairpin. Is Ian May going to take the position? He has. He's up ahead of Vallenberg coming towards the hairpin. Great.
He has. Oh, Ian May's gone wide there.
Ian May's gone wide there now. But Vallenberg, he maintains position. Vallenberg continues to follow him.
And hello to Richard Pexley. Let's go WTR in the chat.
I wonder if that's the team that Jace Merrick is a part of there. If that's the livery that he's using.
There's sparks flying there from Ian May's car.
Yeah,
he's absolutely on a mission.
Yeah, Ian May is hauling butt here now in Suzuka, trying to maintain his championship position, which I believe is he's trying to maintain 5th place, I believe. I believe it's actually 6th place. He's trying to maintain his position for 6th place in the GT3 standings.
And he caught a bit of grass in the braking zone there. Could have been carnage for him, but he got it stopped anyway.
Yeah, Ian May is doing a fantastic job there, keeping that car on the road. He's pulling away now from Vallenberger here at Suzuka as we come down towards turn 1.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a look at the leaders in the GT4, GT3 cars now soon by the race director. See how things are going up there.
Yeah, I mean, what I'd love to see now is the battle between Jace Merrick and Nigel O'Brien. That's the most crucial battle of this race so far. But as we see John McDonald there now is fighting off against imitating the Porsches there. Here we go again for round 3 of the BMW versus Porsche battles. Car with no indicators versus a car built for people having a midlife crisis.
And Ian May not want to indicate where he's going. Or sorry, John McDonald. Sorry, John McDonald not wanting to indicate to Evan Tate what way he's going to go around them corners.
No, I mean he has to have. I mean, don't forget, Stephen. I mean, BMW drivers don't believe in indicators, so I mean it's important to empty out those indicator fluids for the BMW to perform effectively.
It's funny, I've got a 520D and I didn't use an indicator today going around a roundabout, and I felt bad for the guy that was sitting parked wondering which way I was going. He can't read my mind, but I drive a BMW, so I can do what I want.
Yeah, exactly. You have that special status there, Stephen. But back to the race at hand there now.
Frosco's still in the lead.
Frosco's still in the lead, so as things stand, he has the GT4 title clinched. But as Ryan Ware does something dramatic here now. Here he comes, he's catching Frosco there now going towards the hairpin. But no, he decided he's going to wait till a little bit later there now to try and make the move on Frosco there now. He shouldn't wait for too long there now because the minutes are taking away. If he does not make a move soon, Frosco will, as things stand, provided there's no mistakes made, will have the championship title clinched in the GT4 category.
Yeah, I think Ranware is playing cat and mouse here. I think he's waiting to see where he's quickest and where Frostel's slowest. He's toying when he has to be. Look at this battle here. It's so exciting.
Maybe Ryan Ware knows something that we don't, because look at this, he is just now all over the slipstream of Frostel now.
Will he make a look here? Will he have a look? Because we've seen the last lap.
He's looking to the outside. Frostel defends, coming into the 130R. Into Casino we go. Is Ware going to make the move? He's looking very close here. Will he do it?
Fans of lane again.
No, he's still not making the move. So yeah, it's I definitely think Ryan Ware is playing a game with Frostel there now, trying to put him under as much pressure as possible there now.
He is. He's making Frostel look out the wrong window. He's making him look out the rear view mirror instead of where he's going ahead. But Frostel's having none of it, and he's here we go.
Here we go. I think Ryan Ware's looking to the inside. Careful, there might be contact here. No, but
he's pushed away.
Frostel's gone wide. Frostel's gone wide, and Ryan Ware is taking the lead. Now this is crucial here. Now Frostel's only got about 24 minutes to try and make the move back on Ryan Ware. Otherwise, the championship is over.
Oh, what a move into turn one there! He just showed him in his mirror and made Frostel run wide there because he was conscious of maybe standing up the inside, but it was very smart driving by Ryan Ware there.
Yeah, Ryan Ware looked like he was playing a bit. Definitely looked like he was playing. Look at he got to the pole, spinning at the 130R.
What a save!
Well, it's a good save there. Now Pomoski is in taking P3, coming towards the Casino Triangle.
What a save they got there. He must have been doing about 140 through 130R and side routes.
Yeah, I mean, on bad luck there, unlucky there for Gunther. He was doing so well holding down P3 until he made that mistake coming into the 130R.
He was. Patrick must have had a serious pressure on him as well. And he maybe just pushed a bit harder through 130R than he needed to, but we can see him coming through turn 2 here, and he looks like he's got his head sorted out and back racing hard, and hopefully trying to push to get back up with Patrick here, but Patrick's got ahead of him there, a good 1.5-2 seconds out of that.
Well, and hopefully now we can get the cameras back on Nigel O'Brien or Jace Merrick there to see if Nigel O'Brien is closing in on Jace Merrick, or is Jace Merrick there now got the title clinched as things stand?
I would say so. It looks like Jace is so good. He doesn't make mistakes, this guy, and he's got that much time ahead of Nigel O'Brien now. He can actually relax now and just run his race and give himself a tenth or two in each corner and still have plenty of time to spur.
Exactly, you're right there, Stephen. As we see Evan Tate there now, the gap between Evan Tate and John McDonald there now starting to spread out there slightly. So things are starting to settle down now in the GT4 category. But as I say that, it looks like Frostel has gotten back ahead of.
He has.
Has he? Where's Ryan? Ryan Ware is actually down to 3rd place in the GT4 category. What happened? Did Ryan Ware make a mistake, or?
We'll have to see in the race replay, hopefully. But Chris Willis will be loving this. So Frostel, he'll be thinking, well, he's still got Chris Willis, and Chris Willis isn't going to let Ryan Ware pass too easy. But he must have made a mistake or went off track or something and cost him a few seconds.
Yeah, Frostel will have to just keep his eyes forward and not look at the rearview mirror too much, because I mean, if things stand, this is crucial there now. If Frostel stays where he is now, he'll have the championship title clinched, no questions asked, or no doubt in my mind.
Frostel probably thinking his race was over once Ryan Ware got past him, but it'll be interesting to see now what Ryan Ware can do.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 20 minutes there, so Ryan Ware will have to get his act together if he wants his championship title badly.
Yeah, it's all to play for yet. You know, it's getting dark now, and the tire pressure will start to drop because we get a bit more skittish and start to go side routes, especially through the likes of the Dagner curve and stuff. You know, you want to keep the car well balanced there and into the braking zones, tight corners.
Yeah, and this is where tire temps are going to start dropping here now because of the colder air and track temperatures. So we're looking to see who will have their tire temperatures set correctly, because this is all to play for here now in the championship.
Yeah, and you start to see some cracking lap times as well as it's getting darker, cooler. Cars will go a bit quicker as well. a lighter field. Well, as we can see, Patrick Nemetsky getting past Stephen Kirk there without any issues.
Yeah, and Stephen Kirk looks like he's doing okay at the back of the field. He's currently running in 6th place in the GT4 class. Pretty much running last in the class, but he's doing okay nonetheless. He's still keeping that KTM Expo there on the track, so that's really good to see there from Kirk.
Yeah, fair play to him. It's not an easy car to drive, and he's stuck with it, and he's stuck with the championship. And there's Evan Tate giving John McDonald the blinkers there, and I think he's trying to put John off. Yeah,
he might too. Anyway, I mean, as things stand, I believe John McDonald is currently running in. Yeah, John McDonald's currently running in 4th place, and I believe and Evan Tate is currently running in 12th. So there's no championship contention between these two, but it'll be interesting to see how much points they can get in this GT4 class nonetheless.
Yeah, there's definitely some bragging rights. I'm not sure where John McDonald's from in the country of Ireland, but I know Evan's from the young Donny, the top of the Donegal there, so there could be some bragging rights involved. And we'll see Ime go wide there, was it? Or is that Alex?
Yeah, that's Ime, all right. He went into the casino triangle with Gunther there.
Gunther slipped away rightly down. Yeah.
There's going to the pits.
It looks like it's damage.
There's damage there to the Mercedes. Is that it? Is that his race over? Is that one of the Wiz Motorsports cars out of the race altogether here?
Oh, who knows? He might be in for a quick repair, but it all depends. But it's not looking good for Gunther.
No, it's not looking good for him whatsoever. If my fears are correct, I think that's his race over and done with. Yep, pulling into the box. So we'll be looking to see if if his race is over and done with, or if he's just coming in for a quick repair.
Yeah, I think that car could be parked up for the night, as there's not much he can do now unless he just continues to do some laps and gain some experience on Suzuka. So it'll be interesting to see, but he must have hit the front end on her over in one of them corners. So
he must have, but that'll be a huge blow there for the Wiz Motorsports cars, because that's one of the important because I believe Gunther DePaul is one of Wiz Motorsports' most important drivers in this. Well, I imagine. Second most important alongside Nigel O'Brien there, will be the most important for Wiz Motorsports at this present time.
Yeah, and Nigel's absolutely doing a fantastic job for Wiz Motorsports at the minute, and he's sitting in P2 at the minute. We're back on board with Evan Tate here, still chasing down John McDonald. There's not much between these guys over the last couple of laps. There's pretty neck and neck there.
No, it's pretty much a stalemate between these two here.
Is that Jace coming up on them as well?
At Jace Merrick, this is going to be crucial there now. There's a very wide gap here. I think Jace Merrick has got this one. He's very far in the lead ahead of Nigel O'Brien. So, stake stand, Jace Merrick is going to win the championship, provided he does not botch up this race altogether.
Yeah, this is going to slow down Jace here. I think he has to be patient here around these S curves here. He's going around the outside with Evan here. See the way Evan's went on the grass there? Could have been nasty for Jace if he had understeered out to him, you know. So, you have to be smart. And he's looking. Oh, look! See, now that gives Evan Tate a chance to get a John McDonald here.
Yeah, and that's good. And that little disruption there from Jace Merrick is going to give Chris Wells a chance to get on the rear. Evan Tate to capture the John McDonald there in the BMW ahead of him. Yeah, that worked out better for Evan Tate there. That move by Jace Slick. So look, call the play for here we go. Evan smelled blood now. John McDonald be thinking he had a good second on Evan Tate there, but now it's down to maybe 0.5. And Evan Tate is catching McDonald massively there at the hairpin. So it'll be interesting to see there if he's able to keep that momentum going for the rest of the circuit that he's currently racing on as he's racing towards his boom curve. Yeah, and just giving a big shout out to Rafa Scullion there, Luke Looney in the YouTube chat there. He's one of the founders of Wiz Motorsports, so thanks for coming and thanks for joining us, and big shout out to your drivers there as well. Yeah, I just want to say, Raphael Scallion, on behalf of the Potato Nation, we just want to give a big, huge shout out to your drivers, Gunther DePaul and Nigel O'Brien. They're doing a fantastic job here in this race. Unfortunately, we're sorry to hear what's happened to Gunther DePaul, but we're happy to see that Nigel O'Brien is doing fantastic here, running in second place and hoping to bring home some points for Wiz Motorsports. Yeah, we're currently looking back here at the Ran Ware
and Jason got past him, and just coming up with Chris Willis now. So he's coming down to the start finish though. He'll hang back maybe to get through turn 1 and turn 2 here, and then Jason will probably make a move before the S's start. Here we go, Nigel coming up on Evan Tate here.
I believe that's Nigel Brown. Oh, and Evan Tate's gone wide, and I think that...
But it's all good, it's all good. It's still tracks, it's very hard to, when you're not used to driving off the race line. A lot of guys don't practice it.
Yeah, a lot of guys don't seem to practice driving off the line there here in Suzuka. But now Nigel Bryan has got past those...
oh, look!
Oh, nice.
There's Patrick Manofsky coming up on Evan, and Evan's a lot faster, and now Evan's got a nice line coming into the final sector of sector 1 here.
Yeah, and as the Mosque has gone past Evan Tate and John McDonald, fairly okay with not too many difficulties there.
Yeah, Evan absolutely ringing the neck for that Porsche there. Porsche will be good around sector 2 here. That's Suzuka. Oh, he's got a good run. Oh, he just got a bit of oversteer coming out of that.
Yeah.
Rd9 there into the hairpin. Very calm, smart driving by Evan Tate here. He's just biding his time.
Yeah, I think Evan Tate is really putting the pressure on John McDonald. Maybe he's doing what Ryan Ware would be doing. Maybe sussing out John McDonald and see where he's fastest, where he's slowest, and where would be a good opportunity to make the overtake.
Absolutely into the spoon now. This Porsche will be good through this sector because the back wheel drive, get the power down early and get a good run out here.
Yeah,
we're on board with Patrick Manofsky now.
Patrick Manofsky now is actually, he's fighting against Nigel Bryan. Now this is crucial here now. This will upset Nigel Bryan in the championship. But Nigel Bryan's gone wide. Namowski tries to go to the outside, but no, Namowski still holds back and maintains P3. For Nigel Bryan, he is completely off the pace here today. And
yeah, he must be struggling.
Nigel Bryan is struggling massively here now, and that means that Mosky is in the sim street of O'Brien. O'Brien is wheeling back and forth, but Mosky is continuing to stay in the sim.
Here we go.
No, he tries to go around the outside.
Oh, he's going around the outside.
He's going around the outside. And the Mosky, I think, has made the move stick there, but it's hard to tell. Actually, Alexander Melchin there, get past John McDonald in the BMW.
That's all happening now, coming into the closing stages of this race. 12 minutes to go. Absolute fantastic stuff. Nigel Bryan holding out there, the Patrick Manofsky there, sorry, and on board here with Alexander Milkin, and he's done really well to get back into P4 after his early accident with Ian May in turn 2 on the first lap.
And as we look at the live chat here, we're going to give once again a huge shout out to Raphael Scallion, who's saying that us commentators are doing a sterling job, and making a comment himself that that commentary is a hard job to do.
That's very fun. I enjoy doing it now, and it's an easy job to do when you've got a fantastic commentator here like Stuart Brereton. So it's all the play for.
Oh, stop it, Stephen! You're only inflating my ego here. And now even Damon McMullen was saying that those commentators are doing an unreal job, quote unquote, here at the commentary box.
Indeed, action everywhere by Lawrence Suswiller in the chat there. But here we go, Patrick Manofsky will be looking to get a good run out of late apex out of the spoon here on his run wide, but he's still getting the slipstream of Nigel here. And Nigel, he struggled to defend this one. We're on board here past it.
Has Nigel Bryan got the tire pressure set wrong? Because that could be why he's so slow. He must not set it enough to compensate for the.
Oh, he's run for it.
He's trying to go around the outside there of O'Brien, but But as we look here by this camera, it looks like he's still sitting behind Nigel Bryan.
Unfortunately, the race director has screwed us over. Oh, there's somebody off there.
Well, I think someone must have went off there. It's hard to tell because the camera we have. The race director really needs to get a grip here because we're missing out a lot of action with this use of camera angle here.
Yeah, it's the wrong side of the choice. Someone he's looking at the rear. But well, we continue anyway, and we just look at the stands here, and he's still third. So Nigel O'Brien's still holding him off. And here we go.
Now we have a good camera angle there. Thank you there, race director. Nigel O'Brien still under pressure there from Patrick Namowski. Namowski there looks like he's having a massive advantage here coming towards the snake guesses. And now Nigel Bryan is struggling massively here now. So I definitely think he definitely has set his tire pressures wrong.
Yeah, I think his tyres are starting to go off really quickly here. So, and Nomofsky on the grass there, so that's really costing him time there, coming out of the S's there down into the Dagna curve.
I wonder if Patrick Nomofsky has also set his tyre pressures wrong, because this is where cars are going to start falling off with colder tyres on cars everywhere, really.
And getting into the road of Stephen Kroll there, so Evan Tate has got past John McDonald.
And here's Stephen Kroll there now, getting ahead of the GT4 Porsche. Alongside
just a wee update on the GT4 there. See, Froskel's still in the lead with Chris Willis in second. So Ryan Ware is still struggling to get up to pace as well. So
it's a genuine shame there from Ryan Ware, because he was doing so well there. And there's contact there, and I believe he made Stephen Kroll make contact with each other coming towards the hairpin.
Yeah, it looked like he made a good drive. Not Austin Martin there seems really quick around Suzuka here. So Stephen Kroll under serious pressure now coming into the spoon.
EMA is looking to go to the inside of Stephen Kroll, but no, he decides to hang back, and he's going to wait till a little bit later. So maybe he might try at the casino triangle.
Absolutely, and we have a change of second place. Nomofsky has got past Nigel O'Brien.
And that's going to upset Nigel Bryan even more now in this championship standing. So I think it's definitely safe to assume that Nigel Bryan will not win the championship.
What a move by Ian Miller.
And Ian May goes around the outside of Stephen Kroll coming into 130R. Now was that within the track?
It looked good to me. Yeah, I think he made the pass on the inside and he just ran the lead.
Yeah, I mean, I only saw there in the corner of my eye, but I think Nigel Bryan, Ian May was well within track limits there when he made that overtake.
Yeah, it looked good to me. I know some guys can make a few good tests and stuff, and if guys run wide, I'll come back on the track and hold the position, but that's up to the race director. So anyway, we're on board now with Andy Vandenberg in P8.
Right now, yeah, Vandenberg now, he's chasing down Michael there, heading towards the first corner there. So it looks like Michael is going to have a distinct advantage coming in towards the Snake S's.
Absolutely. Looks like Jace Merrick has run away with this race anyway, but still a lot to play for in other positions on the track. Yeah,
I think it's safe to assume that Jace Merrick has pulled a Max Verstappen in this race here today. So it looks like he'll have this title well in the bag here now, provided he does not do anything to botch up the race.
Yep, and I was chatting to Jace earlier there, and he's talking about making some lap guides for ACC and other sims. So that'll be a great for all the users to watch, because he's a great driver and it'll be interesting.
Oh, going towards the hairpin. Vandenberg has hit Michael there, going towards the hairpin. Now what's happened there? Did Vandenberg get the braking time wrong, or what happened there? It all just happened. It happened so quickly there that I don't think any of us thought it coming there.
No, I just think he just got his car lined up wrong coming into that quick right-hander before the braking marker, so it just understeered and he got late in the brakes, I suppose. And thankfully, it hasn't cost him too much time, but maybe a position. But I think their race is still good to go and good to continue. So, and Vandenberg held off and let Michael back through there as well.
Shout out there to LD, who's commenting in the live stream chat that O'Brien is in P3.
Yeah, Nomofsky got past him there about a lap or two ago, and that's what we were talking about. Maybe Nathan's tyres have went off. Maybe he didn't get the tire pressure set right. Maybe he wasn't sure what way this race would work, and the time 6 delay or the speed on the conditions made it play a factor.
I wonder if the drivers were briefed in that the race will go dark coming into the last few minutes. Or were they not told about that?
No, I think it was mentioned in the chat earlier before the race. So unless I know Nigel was on earlier doing some practice, and he would have seen that the server was doing this exact thing, so he would have known about that. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to chat him after the race now and see what went wrong for him. But unless he just maybe had a bit of contact or something, and maybe the car isn't driving the way they hoped.
He must have there. As we see Frostel there now, he's currently in the GT3 sandwich with Ian May and Stephen Kroll of trying to get past him.
Yeah, like the Dagner too there, the barrier is right in tight to it, so if you get that corner wrong, you know, you're straight under the barrier before you go under the bridge there. But currently on board with Jace Merrick here, and he is storming away.
Indeed, it's coming in now to the last 4.5 minutes here now. I believe we could be looking at maybe 3, maybe 4 laps remaining now in this.
Oh no, I would say probably two laps. It takes about 2 minutes for a lap for the GT3 cars to do, so maybe 3 laps maybe.
Yeah, I think most 3 laps remaining now in this race, but at least 2 laps. But there could be at least 2 more laps to go. So Jace Merrick just has to keep that car on the road for another 2 or 3 laps, and he'll have this title in the bag, no problem.
Oh, absolutely. If he just keeps this car on the track, and I'd say Jace being the man he is, he will just keep pushing hard, because if he gets into rhythm where he takes it a bit easier, that's where you start to make mistakes, because you just switch off and you think you've got the championship won. And some guys just like to stay in the zone and just stick to the pace they're used to.
Overconfidence is definitely a big killer here now for a lot of these drivers, so it's important for the likes of Jace Merrick to not get too confident there now, because with only 3.5 minutes remaining, there's still lots to play for here in this final race at the ACC Mateo Nation Multi-Class Series.
I think it's the same with Herbert Froschel here. If he just keeps it clean and on the track and avoids any contact or anything with the GT3 cars, he'll have the championship on the GT4 side wrapped up as well.
Yeah, as we see Gunter de Paul there now, he's still in the race, but he's currently a P11 overall, so he has to fight back to the GT4 field once again to try and get back in contention, which it might be a little too late to do that, I think.
It's great to see Gunther there. He's continued to race, and he just didn't switch the car off there when he got a bit of damage, you know, so he's got the car fixed up, and he's back out on track, which is good to see. And never rage quit is the motto for Potato Nation.
Exactly, that's the motto for Potato Nation, is to never rage quit, because you never know what else can happen in this race that you might end up getting back in contention again.
And
so Eric there now with his last lap being a 2:05, and here's Nigel O'Brien there now. He's got Alexander Metlin there hunting him down. So yeah, I think Nigel O'Brien definitely got the tire pressure completely wrong here coming to the night time. So it will be interesting to see if we can. I don't know if we'll be able to have an interview with the drivers, but if we can, touch wood, get an interview with one of the drivers, it'll be interesting to see what Nigel O'Brien's race was like, and see if it was a case of just getting the tire pressures wrong.
I tell you what, I'm touching wood with the driving going on tonight, guys. It's absolutely fantastic racing, and it's exciting to see. So we'll see Nigel here just holding off Alexander Michael here, and it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see where Nigel's went wrong here tonight.
Minute 30 left on the clock, and now we see, and as things stand, Jace Merrick is going to win the championship. It's going to win the GT3 championship, and same with Herbert Froschel. As things stand with him, with Ryan Ware, only 2 places from him. They're both going to have the GT3 and the GT4 championships secured respectively.
Indeed. Ram Wells will be chuffing himself if he can keep the P2 here, and that should. I think that'll leave him still P3 in the championship standings overall, but he'd be really happy with himself.
Yeah, and as we have Simi here in the chat, he's also enjoyed the commentary for us, and he's telling us to keep up the good work there. Appreciate the words there, Simi. We really appreciate you enjoying the commentary from where you're watching.
Yeah, guys, a big shout out to all of you watching. Thanks for being on board with us. It's a fantastic race as we see here. Nigel's still fighting off. Oh, he just went a bit off center, but thought he lost it, but
yeah, he's gone a bit slightly wide. They're coming to the 130R, and that's going to give Alexander Meklin a chance to catch up to him. Here he comes. Alexander Meklin's got a huge has got a huge exit speed coming out of the casino. That means he's gonna try and get the overtake.
Yes. Nigel going defensive.
Where's the back and forth? How? I don't know that. I don't know the thing on this.
No, I think most guys. Oh, seen lights are flashing around. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened there, but we really want to get the action between Nigel O'Brien and Alexander.
But here we're in with another battle here, just coming into the last lap pace. Evan Tate and John McDonald. John McDonald at the back, past Evan Tate.
It's the final lap of the race. Yeah, it's the final lap. I believe this is the final lap there now. I'm not sure if Jason Merrick has crossed the line there now, but if he has, he would have now started the final lap of the entire season of the Potato Nation ACC Multi-Class Championship.
Yeah, we're just on the final lap here. Stephen Kirk's just getting out of the way.
Yep, Stephen Kirk pulls to the right there now to let John McDonald and Evan Tate pass. He knows he's not going to get involved in the fight.
I think that maybe Jason Merrick coming behind Evan Tate there to...
Yeah, that's Jason Merrick. Here he comes.
Yeah, coming around 130R, yep.
Here he comes now he's heading towards the casino triangle now. As things stand, here he comes now to the casino. And I believe he's going to win the championship.
Yeah, Jason Merrick.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's crossed the championship now, but as things stand, Chase Merrick has crossed the line and is now champion of the GT3 class of the Potato Nation ACC Championship.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic racing by Jason Merrick. He was an absolute star driver of this championship. Anytime he raced, he was outstanding.
Yeah, and Jace Merrick now, he is champion of the world.
Yeah, and will be interesting to see now if Rochelle there's been contact with Nigel and Alex Milken there.
Looks like there's been an incident between the two cars. I think Alexander Macklin has got past Nigel O'Brien, upsetting him even more now. As you see, Michael and Vandenberg still fighting it out for 7th place in the GT3 class.
Yeah, and it looks like Herbert Fossel will win the championship on GT4 as well.
Yeah, and Herbert Fossel, I think he's crossed the line now. So that's him, champion of the GT4 class, champion of the world. Absolutely fantastic race, full of moments and incidents. Fantastic! It's great to be a part of this. Yeah, it's been a genuine pleasure to be part of this championship league and also be part of the commentary box here. Coming up to
it's all still going here at the minute.
No, one more to spell as Vandenberg has finally got past Michael there now, heading towards the casino triangle. Here they come there now, and I think the McLaren is going to cross the line in 7th place. So that's another battle settled. Michael Vandenberg will take 7th. Michael will take 8th. As you see, an Aston Martin pulls to the side. That's Ian May there now.
Maybe running out of fuel there.
As Ian May runs, no, actually, Vandenberg's up at 6th, and Michael's taking 7th. So Ian May on 8th. They mustn't have taken it on the line there.
Ian May must have maybe run over the wrong line, or else he's run out of fuel coming on to the start finish.
I really hope Ian May did not run out of fuel there, or if he's just had a technical issue with his software or something like that.
Oh.
What
a race, guys.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
That was a great battle between John McDonald and Evan Tate there as well, as Evan Tate gives them the blinkers to say, great job.
Yeah.
Hey lads, great job on the commentary. I was following along a little bit here and there.
Oh yeah.
Did a great job.
Fantastic.
Thank you. We had a
Thanks
pretty
for all
good
who's
season
watching as well.
So to finish off the stream, let's go over the race results here. Chase Merrick, the new championship winner, takes home a victory here at Suzuka in 1st place. Namoski is in 2nd. Melchin is in 3rd. O'Brien is in 4th. Kroll 5th. Vandenberg 6th. Michael 7th. EMA is 8th. And Goodman Paul finishes in 9th. For the GT4 class, Herbert Frosco takes home the GT4 title. Chris Willis in 2nd place in GT4 with Ryan Wares in 3rd. John McDonald in 4th. Evan Tate 5th, and Stephen Kirk in 6th place for the GT4 category.
Fantastic stuff, and we will wrap it up there, folks. Thanks for joining us tonight at the Suzuka on this Potato Nation Sunday night race. Thanks for all the guys who joined us, and give us a thumbs up and subscribe on YouTube as well. And thank you, Stuart. And any last words? Yeah, I just want to say to everybody who's watching, thank you so much
tuning in throughout the entire championship season. It's great to have people coming out and supporting the Potato Nation. And a big well done to the race director who did a stunning job with the race, with keeping the cameras on track, keeping on top of the battles, and well done to all our drivers who performed so well in this championship here. And also a big shout out to the Potato Nation and Lawrence Duzava himself without them we wouldn't have a championship.
And the sponsor there.
And of course, most importantly, our sponsor Referox, who's been our big sponsor throughout the entire year. Big shout out to those guys. Thank you for them for sponsoring Potato Nation. So that's it now, guys. I'm sure. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I was just going to say, guys, we will be commentating on all the races in season 2. So if you've enjoyed our commentary tonight, join us in season 2, which will be starting in how many weeks, Timmy?
The season will start on April 23rd. That's a Sunday, same time.
So join us then, guys. We're looking forward to it. Thank you, Stephen Mullen, checking out here.
And it's your the lead commentator here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see us all back here for Sunday the 23rd of April. Until then, stay safe.